The way I do this monster is that when he actually goes into Nightfall, he turns into more of like a flesh golem, and he gains new powers, similar to stuff like Pyramid Head, where he can fire things over obstacles and shit like that. So imagine this, right? You stood here, right? And he's coming towards you. You get the sort of coming towards you, running towards you. He's not painted white like that. He's just going to come out the fucking mist at you, you know? And you hear that thumping coming towards you, like fleshiness of his feet, you know? You hear that running around in the dark. Do that. It'd be so much fucking better. But they won't do it, again, because it is low quality, this game. Fucking hell, it's the top of the asim genre, and I genuinely get people, when I say things like this, that say to me, like, oh, you're being too fucking critical, you need to just relax, you need to be grateful for what we've got. Go and fucking watch a video of Evolve, mate. Right? Seriously. And you'll fucking see why I complain about this game, in terms of quality. Fuck me, dude. Evolve still looks like it could have been out today, and it came out a year before this game. Oh, there you go. See him? There he is. Looks like they put a cap on it. Look at that. There he is. I'd never find him. Because there's no such thing as having true darkness and atmosphere in a horror game, you know? As I've said, like, he should become something different in Nightfall rather than just an easier to spot version of himself, because that's what it is. At this point in time, this version of Dredge, it's literally a negative to be in Nightfall. Because you're louder and you're more easier to see. But look, bottom paragraph. During Nightfall, survivors must navigate in total darkness. The Dredge's teleport is faster with a shorter cooldown and gains undetectable. Was he undetectable, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear him as he was coming towards me before I even fucking saw him? You know? Because he sounds like a battleship. We hope that the P100 Jake... Fucking hell. Alright. Oh, a little bit of atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen, there. Careful now. He's white in Nightfall. Why is he white? Let him come out of the fucking dark and scare me shitless. Let him do that. Could be so much better. It's just executed like a fucking wet fart, unfortunately. But there you go. Out of the 4 games I have played tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's a Dredge. Okay. I've been sent to 4 maps. Well, this is refreshing. That one. Pray for no worry stone. The good thing here, ladies and gentlemen, is you're about to actually see what I say when I talk about handhold mechanics. He's inside, isn't he? So this is a monster in its lore that is made of an entire cult of people who wanted a happy life. And it's described in its lore as unstoppable. Mary Sue, you know? Watch this gameplay. When I talk about, you know, the hand-holding side of things, the fucking snow one. Right, okay, that's a remnant. Fine. We'll get to Nightfall in a minute, guys. I'm gonna just pre-drop that. Destroying it. Unstoppable, by the way. Got me there, though. I tried to move away. Fine. The point I'm trying to make, ladies and gentlemen, is this killer is literally fucking useless in most time of what he does. He's literally an N1 killer with a very, very easy to dodge power. Massive amounts of missed potential is one of the things I go on about. I've spoke about it before, well, before I nuked the other videos, that the way I do this monster is that when he actually goes into Nightfall, he turns into more of like a flesh golem, and he gains new powers, similar to stuff like Pyramid Head, where he can fire things over obstacles and shit like that. Here's Nightfall. So, this truly nightmarish realm, and this is what I speak about in Evolved videos sometimes when I go on about how bad the fucking look of this game is. Watch this in a minute, once this man stops healing me. So this is Nightfall, this is where we're in total fucking darkness, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We're gonna wait for him to come out of shack. Where could he be? Again, we're in total fucking darkness, right? Come on, fella, work with me, at least for the purposes of a point. Oh, there you go. See him. There he is. Looks like they put a cap on it. Look at that. There he is. I'd never find him. Because there's no such thing as having true darkness and atmosphere in a horror game, you know? I'll stop going on about it, it's just really fucking stupid to me, mate. Oh dear lord. I probably should have been going for the save there, but I'm hoping this Nancy goes for it. Nope, it's just 4%, never mind. It's fine. Gets invincibility off the hook as well, so we took a hit there. But as I've said, like, he should become something different in Nightfall rather than just an easier to spot version of himself, because that's what it is. At this point in time, this version of Dredge, it's literally a negative to be in Nightfall. Because you're louder and you're more easier to see. And there is zero fucking atmosphere, but there's never been any atmosphere in this game anyway. Spoke about that as well. All of these things I mentioned could be made better, ladies and gentlemen, but, you know, they just don't do it. And I'm not going to slate anybody, you know, directly on the development team of this game, but there are seriously people on this development team that can't animate for shit. I've said that time and time again as well, because the animations are just terrible. But anyway, it's part of the passion ranting of my commentary, ladies and gentlemen, whenever something like this pops up. This is an M1 killer, by the way. We've got 2 people down at the moment. About to be 3, potentially. No, he's picking him up for some reason. Okay. Oh, he's dedicating to the tunnel. Okay, not the tunnel, the kill. Cameras. Right. She's being chased, so I'm going to go for this. Interesting that he got off the hook. I actually do need to go save here, because... Okay. Yep, come over here.
Wait, no!
I don't know why I'm playing this like there's any fucking threat to this. Wow, okay. I guess I'm not going through that gap then. Yep, don't care. Saves this man. It's fine.
Got to get help.
He's gonna go for him though, I know he's picking that guy up. Thing is though, I might actually get off here because I've got flip-flop and boil over. He should have put me on that, but he's not to know this, so...
Get your hands off me!
Yep. Anti-hook build, by the way. As it's been called. When we're justifying people with small penises that just, you know, strafe walk on your corpse when you lay on the ground. Because I spoke up about it on the subreddit a couple of days ago, and everybody said I was in the wrong. Because some fucking school merchant didn't like the way I was playing or something, I don't know. I ran her around the building on Dead Dog Saloon a couple of laps, and she took it like it was a fucking threat on a firstborn child. But I was in the wrong because I spoke up about it, you know? It's my mistake. I was supposed to enjoy that after finishing an 8-hour shift at work, you know, and coming home just to play video games. That's my fault, you know? Right. There he goes, look. They have actually removed the distance on it, because you used to be able to see right to the back of the map, so that's good, at least. Now he just sort of vanishes after a certain distance. He doesn't fade, he vanishes. I know I sound very nitpicky, guys, but it's just, it's fucking... It's just low quality. That's all I can say. I need to find where this Nancy is. Must be nearer. All gens are on one side, aren't they? Over there. Alright, it'd be Shack Gen. I can't get through there, by the way. Actually can't get through there. Sneak round. Right, you need to stay at hook, because I will make it. Okay, he's chasing the other guy. Good. We both jump on that gen. It's barely done, is it? No. It's fine. We still both jump on it. We hope that the P100 Jake... Fucking hell. Alright. Oh, a little bit of atmosphere, ladies and gentlemen, there. Careful now. Actually a good teleport. I'm going to get on the gen in here. I think there's one in here that's not been done. Okay, he knows I'm here for some reason. I'm just going to shift W. No, he's on him instead. Okay, we'll go back over here then. Good. Like, just imagine this, right? So you've got this is what I'm talking about. Turns into a big fucking meat golem, literally. Gains feet. Right, he's gonna come over here a bit. No, he's not. And you don't see him by him being painted fucking white like this Nancy is. You see him, or hear him, he's gonna come over here. Yep. By the approaching fleshy thudding of his footsteps. You know? Is he killing himself? I mean, what is this? Why are they white? Why are they fucking luminescent white? You know? Looks like moved in. Fine. Nothing around here, is there? This is all just a dead zone in the middle. There's literally nothing in the entire centre of this map. No. Oh, there it is. Not only is the skin potential so much better. Okay. It's just better, atmosphere-wise, you know? But it goes back to what I say. I don't say it hatefully. And I know it sounds hatefully when I say it, but it's just my voice. You know, I'm naturally quite deadpan. But behaviour don't fucking know how to animate. You don't. And that's probably why they won't do that shit. Because they'd have to make an animation for when it goes to nightfall and he actually forms into that sort of thing. And then you'd have to make an animation as well where he sort of disintegrates again, back into his ghosty kind of form, when the daylight arrives again. They don't fucking put effort in. And that's why I hate the game. Because compared to what we had, ladies and gentlemen, it is fucking abysmal in quality. But nobody really knows about it these days anyway, because nobody knows what Evolve was. But it is what it is. Like, the idea of this killer being an amalgamation of the bodies of a fucking cult is really good. It's genuinely creative, and it's decent, but then you see it in game, and it's like this fucking, like, turkey that's floating on black smoke. And then when his nightfall mechanic arises, you know, in a horror game, and it's supposed to plunge you into darkness, everything's fucking highlighted in white. You know? It's like, what the fuck? But, you know, I get people going on about, oh, I'm being nitpicky and all that shit, and it's genuinely fucking tragic that we're actually at that point where this is fucking acceptable. It's just so fucking weird to me. I think she's just waiting for him to die now. That bamboozle, or has he literally done 3 laps? I don't know about that, I don't know, he looked like he was on the other side then. Fine. I can imagine this thing, you can have like the abominable snowman with legs, you know, in Nightfall. But it's that, you know, because behaviour can't animate walk animations. Just jump in it, free. It's teleported. You go, look, Nightfall. She's going to show us there now. So imagine this, right? You stood here, right? And he's coming towards you. You get the sort of coming towards you, running towards you. He's not painted white like that. He's just going to come out the fucking mist at you, you know? And you hear that thumping coming towards you, like fleshiness of his feet, you know? You hear that running around in the dark. You can add, like, you know, the fucking tank noises from Left 4 Dead, having portrayed as really angry, because that's when you're in his actual dimension, when you go into Nightfall, you know, and he gets stronger, that kind of thing. Do that. It'd be so much fucking better, but they won't do it, again, because it is low quality, this game. Fucking hell, it's the top of the asim genre, and I genuinely get people when I say things like this that say to me, like, oh, you're being too fucking critical, you need to just relax, you need to be grateful for what we've got. Go and fucking watch a video of Evolve, mate. Right? Seriously. And you'll fucking see why I complain about this game in terms of quality. Fuck me, dude. Evolve still looks like it could have been out today, and it came out a year before this game. So, you know, when we're going on about quality and shit like that, a game that's been out less time than what Evolve has, but looks fucking significantly worse than Evolve. Fucking hell. Never change my mind anyway. As I say, I'll always be like this. I won't change my opinion. Not until... The only way I'd ever change my opinion is if they actually fucking put effort in. And if it's a case of they can't actually put effort in because they don't have people on the team that are actually good enough to do stuff that a lot of other games actually have as a standard, then, you know, it's kind of a bit undeserved, mate, at the top of the asim genre, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, as I've said, the game's popular because it's its licenses that have kept it alive. That's not to say, as I said in the Evolve video before, I praised it there when I said that the unique killers that they make, the original killers that Behaviour designs, are actually good. Some of them are fucking peak. Dredge, for example, it's just the execution is so fucking lackluster and shit that it ruins the experience, because he's painted white, so all these fucking complainers on the forums don't fucking lose the shit when they have to think whilst playing the video game, you know? They have to have it painted to them, literally, where he is, and a big fucking battleship sound directionally where he is, to pinpoint where he is exactly in this mode where during nightfall, as it says there, I can't fucking, you know, highlight it, but look, bottom paragraph. During nightfall, survivors must navigate in total darkness. The Dredge's teleport is faster with a shorter cooldown and gains undetectable. Was he undetectable, ladies and gentlemen? Did you hear him as he was coming towards me before I even fucking saw him? You know? Because he sounds like a battleship. You know? Fucking hell, dude. It's simple fucking minded gaming at its core. It really is. I can't believe there's a fucking competitive scene with this game. Fucking hell. Right, anyway. We'll leave it there. It's a bit of one of them rants, but it is what it is. This killer could be so much fucking better than what it is. And so much more creative. But again, it's just, you know, it's basically M1 killer teleport to lockers. That's all it is. Remnant's fucking useless. Especially when survivors can just walk through it. Well, there you go. It's a Dredge video. It's actually a passion rant about this game, if you want to look at it this way, because that's what it is. I would not do this shit if it was actually a decent game, you know? Like, if it actually had decent animations and thought put into its atmosphere, instead of how can we oversimplify the game for people that play it and then go on the forums and cry about it and never touch the game again, you know? Because gaming isn't for them, basically. If they find out when they play this game, but they complain about it, and then Behaviour caters to that, because it's all about the new player experience, you know, to keep the numbers high. But then, for the dedicated people and the people like me that just play it constantly, it shits on the experience on both sides, you know, because it's just oversimplified shite. That's a good example. He's white in Nightfall. Why is he white? Let him come out of the fucking dark and scare me shitless. Let him do that. We have jump scare Myers in the game. That's a similar effect, but I don't find Myers particularly scary anyway. But even so, have this thing coming out of the darkness, not painted fucking white so I can see him coming a fucking mile off, you know? It's looping anyway, as I say, but it was the Steve that sent us there apparently. But anyway, there you go. Could be so much better. It's just executed like a fucking wet fart, unfortunately. But there you go. See you on the next one.